This is a radical equation, obviously. And what you need to do is isolate one of your radicals. That means get one of your radicals on one side by itself. It doesn't matter which one. So now what you do is you square both sides. You square both sides because we're dealing with square roots. Well, when you square a radical, you just end up with what's underneath, 7y plus 1. And then you are squaring a binomial. You could write this out on the side of your paper and just FOIL it out, or you can use a shortcut. Square the first term, that's 9, copy down the sign, multiply the first term times the second term, and then multiply that by 2. So that's going to give you 6 square root of y plus 16. And then square the last term, that's square root of y plus 16 squared would just be y plus 16. And now what you need it to do is combine like terms. So 9 plus 16 is 25, plus a y, plus a 6 square root of y plus 16. Now repeat the process. We're down to one radical. We need to isolate that one radical. So let's subtract 25 from both sides and subtract a y. And that gives me 6y minus 24 equals 6 square root of y plus 16. And I see that every term is divisible by 6, so let's divide all terms by 6. And that leaves me with that equation. And now what you want to do is square both sides. And that's going to give you y squared minus, use that same thing, y times 4 is 4y, and then multiply that by 2. That gives me 8y plus 16 equals y plus 16. So that gives me y squared, subtract y, minus 9y equals 0. So factor that, and that gives me y minus 9 equals 0. Let me change colors. So that gives me y equals 0 and y equal 9. You think you might be done. But when you square both sides of an equation, you run the risk of creating a solution that will not work. So you've got to check 0 and 9. So go back to the original problem and substitute in 0. And that would give me square root of 1 minus square root of 16. Does that equal 3? No, that gives me 1 minus 4 is negative 3. So that doesn't work. Cross it out. Let's try 9. 9 times 7 is 63, plus 1 is 64, square root of 64, minus 9 plus 16 is 25. Does that equal 3? That's 8 minus 5 equals 3. So that's true. So your only solution is 9.